All right. So now it is that your girl's recording. Let's go ahead. Let's jump into this next damn reaction, shall we? Now, oh Meezy, shout outs to you, gang. Celebrity worship is getting disgusting. So without further ado, y'all, let's go ahead. Let's see what this is about before it is that I say anything here.
Josh or Duke?
Duke. I'm sucking Duke's.
We're only 6 seconds in, bro. We're only 6 seconds in, and like this is the energy it is you coming. His face is my face right here. I promise you.
I don't know what it is about today's day and age, but this celebrity crush thing has gone way too far. What's going on, everybody? Look, having a celebrity crush isn't something that's a big deal, isn't a new concept, and it should honestly be pretty harmless. But at some point, it gets a little bit out of hand when people would risk multiple years of a relationship for 30 seconds of celebrity interaction, and it's kind of getting disgusting.
Yeah.
Now, no matter how unpopular Chris Breezy is in the mainstream media, that does not stop women from flocking towards his shows, even those in relationships, and they're willing to risk it all for whatever's going down in the B-Town.
Well, we finally made it to the day. The day when I give up all my dreams on Chris Brown.
Now, I don't know what's nasty.
Now, saying that at your wedding is nasty work. Saying that at your wedding is nasty work. I feel bad for Duke Dennis. He has to deal with a lot of thirsty girls and insecure short men on the internet. I will say this, like, it's not even just with Duke. Like, Duke has to deal with this at a high level. Kai has to deal with this at a high level. But a person that is that I will always say it is that has to deal with this at the highest level of degree is probably Berlin. Now, mind y'all, even me years ago, I had like the biggest crush on Berlin. I was like, oh my god, this is this. Before this, I actually got the chance to like meet him and know him personally and whatnot. I used to be in the little comments too, like, oh my god, Berlin, he's so cute. This is and this, but I didn't realize that how bad it was until it is that there are actual women that are delulu. There are actual women that are delulu, man, and it's not even just for him; it's for other people too. That will like, I mean, you're making fan pages, these edits. I mean, you're going as far as like, oh, I need to see him at every single event he goes to. Y'all trying to be like cutesy with his mom, his family, and all that. You think it is that his family don't know how it is that y'all be, bro? and this is wild. It's like, you know what? Once it is, he said, little broke for Simba. That too. Once it is that you get to that point to where, because I deal with this, and you'd be surprised at how often I have to deal with this. When I got to that point, to that level, to where there were people that were extremely parasocial for your girl, and it's funny, it is the people is that be in the chat, not y'all, that so far it is that I'm seeing that are active currently, but there are some people that are very like parasocial. I'm talking about, and it's like y'all got y'all profile pictures as me, y'all got y'all background pictures as me. I mean, I'm like, y'all got blank the mermaid already. Some of it is cool to an extent. To an extent, it's cool. But when you're going as far as like, you know what I'm saying, you trying to figure out where it is that I live, where it is that I be at, and all this other stuff. I've even now come to the point of finding the fan fiction that y'all have of me and Simba and everybody else within the group. I found the fan fiction of this, and then I'm even more appalled because it's like, I don't know y'all personally. Now, of course, there are some people within the chat that are like, you know, I chop it up with that are cool and stuff like that. But yes, like there's stuff like that. And for all y'all people it is that keep sending me unsolicited dick pics, I want to expose y'all so badly, but I don't want to go ahead and get in trouble for anything of like revenge porn or me or me being the bully. That's the only reason why it is that I don't do it, and I don't advocate for it. But it's creepy. It is very creepy. It is creepy. It is not something it is like that's gonna get your girl in any form of way. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. I mean, if you guys sit there and make all these different amount of pages and whatnot, if I had to ban one page and I find out it is that you made several other pages just to go ahead and follow me at this point, and I banned all of them, what makes you think it is that making a 10th, 15th, 20th, 21st page is going to help you in your case? Come on. Come on now. Come on.
You're saying those vows in front of your husband, in front of his entire family, and laughing it off as some sort of joke, or
It's
having the
insane.
first picture in your wedding photos that you put on Instagram be a picture of you and Chris Brown at this meet and greet where you're about to make out. Now, rightfully so, this woman's been getting flamed on the internet, and a lot of people have been asking, why would she do this? Chris Brown offers a meet and greet as his package for his 11/11 tour, or really any tour that he does, and fans are allowed to take pictures. The cost of it is $1,111, 11/11. Now, these do not include concert ticket prices, so the price of the whole experience is probably $2,000. And I guess a lot of women see this as in time an opportunity to just get freak nasty and take total advantage of whatever celebrity they can get.
Listen, I've seen people spend bands. I've seen people spend bands on Beyonce tickets. I've seen people spend bands on a Nicki Minaj concert. I've seen people spend bananans on an Usher concert at this point. You'd be surprised where and when people pull that money out of their ass. I'm telling y'all this right now. I've seen it. I've seen it. Beyonce goes on tour. I promise you, there's gonna be somebody that's gonna be in front row, VIP, Renaissance, or Act Two, front stage tickets. Like, you know, Gag City for Nicki Minaj's tour. I know a friend it is that I personally out here. She is a die-hard Nicki fan. She's seen Nicki over 20 something times. Do you know how often it is you gotta be clocking where she is to do that? And may I add, on the tour, it's not even just with DC. She's been to Philly, she's been to New York, she's been to California, she's been to Texas. I mean, whew, it's not just taking out personal loans at this point. Y'all, shit.
Even if it's sexual. Hell, even some men do it.
Now, the only thing these fans are getting is a picture with the man, a signed picture, an early entry to the concert, and a whole calendar, fam. He even did this for his last tour, and this one fan keep on coming back. He even made a customized shirt from the last tour. Like, that is how dedicated they are. He's doing this for 36 cities, and the man is charging them $1,100. Times that by 100 people per city, bro. Dog, he's making almost $4 mil. An extra $4 mil for grabbing cheeks and taking pictures. Sign me up, bro. Chris Brown getting the bag. And can I hate? Nope.
You might need a bench press or something in there.
Disrespectful.
That shit fun.
Like, I bet it.
Yeah, but you can't do no motherfucking pictures with your shirt off, because then you can't gauge
It can't
what
be
the
skin to
person.
skin. It can't be skin
Yeah,
on
because
skin.
you don't know what shit.
Yeah,
Mother
don't
might
be-
lick your stomach or something. You gonna be like, hold on.
Yeah, that's
hold on.
Look, I'm not hating on Chris Breezy. I might do the same exact thing if I was a celebrity who a lot of people in a certain generation view as a sex symbol. But I do think things are very interesting in this conversation. For one, I think that this could only fly for a male performer and his female or even male fan base where there is a lack of boundaries or personal space in these regards. Clearly, these people are allowing Chris Brown to do these sorts of things, and I think that that's perfectly fine. However, I would wonder how many women artists do meet and greets. Not that I'm saying I want to go to the next Glorilla or Meg Thee Stallion concert and put my bulge in their hands, but I do find it interesting that we see these outrageous pictures from the men's concerts, but not the women's concerts. Because God forbid a brother wants to get a grab. No, I'm playing. I have no
you're
problem
sick.
with this when it's a single person who is the artist and a single person who is the person paying for the photos. That's perfectly fine. Where I have a problem with this is when somebody in a relationship, like the young lady mentioned earlier, is doing these things and is on the way to getting married. And
Damn, I love you more than Chris Brown. Know your limits. Damn. Wow. Wow. If someone said, poor hubby, you deserve less. Your husband better than me. I would have filed for divorce.
making fun of this man in this situation. And I get it. I've dated women who were stans or fans of some people, but trust me, we have
Megan Thee Stallion. I'm sorry. I am a Megan Thee Stallion stan. It is what it is. I've met her twice. And if she ends up coming to DC for this Halloween party, then I'm making it a third time, goddammit. I mean, but there is a level of like, yes, I do like quite a bit of Megan Thee Stallion's posts, and sometimes I'll be in the comments. I'm fine with that at the end of the day, but let's keep it real here. There's nothing wrong with being a slight tad bit, a dropling, an inkling bit of Delulu. But when the delusion starts taking more polite of reality than self, then that's when you have a problem. That's when you have a major problem. I'm not that damn delulu, you know? Not at all. I'm not delulu like that. But when I go ahead and I meet Megan Thee Stallion for a third time, oh yeah, absolutely.
Hard conversations about these things beforehand. So if I saw any ultraviolet red flags, I am dipping out immediately. Now she's lucky that she didn't end up just like that girl from earlier this year at the Omalay concert where she went up on stage and freaked on Omalay, and then she got embarrassed because her boyfriend left her at the end of the show, which he had every right to do. And then she tried to beg Kai Cenat to be on the platform, and that didn't work out, but he ended up on the platform, the ex-boyfriend, and got tons and tons of money of it. She's lucky that she didn't end up in this situation, and her husband's a dummy for probably going through with it, because that's publicly embarrassing, and I don't think that's okay.
My one pass is so-and-so celebrity. Like, call me old-fashioned or call me insecure or whatever, but it's like, I just find that is so weird. That's like kind of disrespectful to your partner, because you're basically saying to your partner, oh, like, I love you, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, but I also find this random celebrity really, really hot, and if given the chance, I would totally sleep with them.
I feel like people who are overly obsessed with celebrities have mental health disorders, because there is just no way you can be infatuated and crazy about a human being who breathes just like you breathe. Why are you guys overly obsessed with these celebrities? Like,
you must not seen streamers, babe. You must not have seen streamers. I've seen people lose their mind over Josh or Urage. I've seen people lose their mind over Kai. I've seen people lose their mind over Berlin. I've seen people lose their mind over Corey. I've seen people lose their mind over so many different streamers. It's not far off. It's damn near like a streamer in most people's eyes is damn near close to a celebrity or even God, if you will. And that's more of a scary thing at this point. There's nothing wrong with showing your levels of support. There's nothing wrong with even just saying like, oh yeah, this person, like, they're very attractive, they're good looking, stuff like that. But it becomes a point to where you take things too far. And I was talking about that earlier within the stream. Like some people's fan bases or communities takes things too far. It's the same thing with celebrities as well, you know? All within the same at this point.
put that much time and attention into loving yourself.
I think that being infatuated with a celebrity or a person with some sort of stature is okay to an extent. Of course, you know, having jerseys is fine, having posters is fine, all these things are fine, but there are people who outwardly and openly cross lines that I personally think is too much. If you're to the point where you're saying I would risk my relationship for somebody that is a celebrity, then that's where I think things are totally out of pocket, especially when you don't know these people. We have seen a lot of cases on the internet in 2024 specifically where these celebrities end up being terrible people and people constantly support them without knowing who they are, or B, the people who are even worse, who give some sort of grace for the actions that they did.
That too. That's another thing. And I'm not, the one thing it is that I actually had somebody say this. I'm not gonna ever advocate for the fact that it's like, oh, I'm like the realest person, this and this. But one thing it is I can say it is that I am is, one, I'm consistent. The second, it is that I go based off of what it is that I truly believe. If I feel something it is that's right, then I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Now, good, bad, or indifferent, I'm sure that there are some people that's out there that like not only have said a whole lot of things about me behind the scenes, has probably tried to. I've had people try to go ahead and say that to other people, like, oh yeah, you should be friends with Ari, this and this. I am human just like everybody else. I have some things and I have done some things in the past I am not proud of. But is there going to be a time to where it is that I may have to go ahead and say, this happened on my platform? Yeah, I'm prepared for it. I'm absolutely prepared for it. But there will never be a case to where it is that you'll be like, oh, Ari the Mermaid was talking to like a minor or anything like that. Like, well, I said this earlier today with like my dad, that we are in a very expository time. It is extremely, we're getting to a point to where it is that things is getting very exposure. Cat Williams was the one that is, I said it first, though. Everything it is that's done in the dark is going to come to light. And we've had so many different levels of streamers, the entertainers, celebrities, public figures that has came out as being either a damn PDF or just being a horrible person, that they're not the same person to what it is that they are. Now, I've always said this before, that you cannot lie to your audience. You can't lie and put on that facade for too long, because eventually it is people are going to see through that. They're going to see through like, hey, something's not right with this person. And then eventually when that stuff comes out, then it's like, you know what? There is this. Now, there is a level of hate that I will say. Like y'all, what y'all do to Kai, Sinat, I will always say it is like y'all like to go ahead and talk dirty about with Kai. And I never understood the reasoning to why it is that y'all do this. But and in some cases it is like, you know, like I said, you cannot lie to your audience. You can't sit there and try to deceive other people and whatnot. And that's something you cannot do. You can't deceive people. And please don't try to sit there and deceive people it is that you're dating or friends with or anything like that, because then that's gonna make things worse for you at the end of the day. Whatever it is that you do, as long it is that you are able to sleep at night and you are okay with the decisions it is that you make, that is what's gonna be the tell all, be all at the end of the day.
Examples that come to mind are Dr. Disrespect, Mr. Beast, Drake, and even R. Kelly. R. Kelly is a crazy example because first and foremost, there were a bunch of people who were infatuated with him who allowed their family members to be in his presence knowing what he did. And then secondly, and probably worse, is that there were so many people who brushed off the things that he did or the things that he said because of his stature and his name. Which brings us to the most infatuated celebrity in the WL community, and that's who you know him, you love him. His name is Captain Atlanta, Duke Dennis.
It's supposed to be like falling apart. Yeah. Right? He's 24. 24.
Duke is actually a cool guy. Like when you take away the level of just like, oh my god, like people fan over like Duke or like and many other celebs or streamers, they're actually very cool people to hang out with, bro. Just take the smoke screen out, you know? Just take that whole of, oh my god, he's so good, he looks so good. Take that out for a second and actually get the chance to know these people. They're cool.
Hey, I'm fucking 29.
Yeah. Hi.
Oh.
Good, how are you?
You alright? Type shit. But yeah.
See you in the morning. Peace.
Type shit. I'm the one that's supposed to be, yeah.
Move on. Yeah, have a great night. I can get a video, please.
Hey man, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing good.
All the bitches ask for Duke. You got a nigga asking where Kai at. It's always a nigga. Hey, yo, Kai, where you at? No bitches. No bitches saying, yo, where Kai at? It's like, yo, look at this nigga, man. I gotta agree with Kai, and there's some interesting things about these dynamics that nobody really wants to talk about. Specifically when there is this male content creator or male celebrity in question, it almost seems as if women get this pass or green light to do sexual things, or it's perceived to say the most nastiest and vile things, and not even just say it, but when they interact with these people, sometimes go about doing it. I didn't like how in the first...
I ain't gonna lie with y'all. What y'all did to Berlin in his comments on Instagram, bro. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself, gang. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Berlin posted up one picture. There was something very similar to this. Berlin posted up this picture. Berlin posted up this picture on Instagram back in February, bro. And may I add, it is that the women said the most downright diabolical things underneath these comments. Now, I can't see this here as for right now. And these are the things it is that like Duke, Berlin, and most people would have to deal with. And like the women take things a lot further with the sexual harassment with these people that you'd believe, bro. You said, wait, what happened? So Berlin had posted this picture up. This was going to this around this time was Demir's Dante and Danielle's son's first birthday party. I was supposed to go to that, but my flight ended up getting canceled that weekend. I'll never forget that. And he posted up this picture. Now you can tell it is that Berlin has been very much working out. He's been in the gym doing his thing. I'm proud of him. But when I tell you the women in the comments were so down bad, bro. It's funny when JD was just like, damn, y'all, and he put the coochies down. It was so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad to the point to where it is like there was a whole paragraph of like no lube on the bathroom floor all night. This is and this. Oh, I could be something that is that he could ride. Why would you say these things? His family is on the same platform, bro, reading these comments. Like, there's no way it is you saying this to this grown ass man. And this is the thing. It is like, I think it's worse with women. Women take things a little bit further. Now, even for myself, I'm very mindful of this because the last thing it is that like people need to be saying it is like, oh, Ari was out here, in heat or some shit like that. I don't ever want that to be a thing to where it is that that's why the biggest thing is consent. You know what I'm saying? But y'all say these things, they become feral, bro. It's bad. It's bad. When that's why I said this. When I actually got the chance to know these creators myself, is when I'm like, oh, I feel sorry for y'all. I feel sorry for y'all now, because y'all you don't understand it until it's happening to you, and you put yourself in their shoes. Of imagine if Duke, Berlin, or even Corey come out and be like, hey, listen, I love this girl. We've been dating for a while and I'm about to have a kid, or I'm about to get married and stuff. Do you know how many women will drop to their fucking knees at a Target seeing that? It wouldn't be a level of just, oh my God, I'm so happy for you. It's a level of it should have been me. Or y'all sitting there harassing this woman to figure out who this woman is, or how come it is, what makes her so special. It is that like, oh, he chose her out of all the women and stuff like that. That is concerning. Because some people do that same shit to us, bro, within the group. And that is very concerning. It's even more concerning for me that there are people that actually do that to me. So once it is that I started experiencing this, I said, yeah, no, I know how this is, and I know exactly how this feels now.
First clip, that woman decided to invade Duke's Dennis's personal space. Now, mind you, she could have been inebriated or intoxicated, but we've seen clips like this on the internet before where women just feel like they can impede on people's personal space, do or say nasty things when it comes to the celebrities in our lives just because they are women. I think a lot of times they get a pass in that regard, when any other situation we would call it what it is: harassment. And to a different extent, Kai Cenat sees the same sort of obsession when it comes to his stardom and his fame. I mean, look at the situation when he had his NYC takeover, the fact that people felt like they could impede his personal space. It goes beyond a personal crush or some sort of lovey-dovey type situation, but just the overall obsession with celebrities in today's day and age is crazy. The lady earlier in the video mentioned that having some sort of obsession with a celebrity could be classified as a mental illness, and I gotta agree. There's a certain demographic that loves a female rap artist that I won't dare say the name of because, hey, they might find me and me or whatever the case may be. But there's been studies that show that those who have obsessions with celebrities have a lower intelligence level and perform pretty badly on cognitive tests. So there may be a little bit something to them. And then there are some that just take it to the whole next level. And this is why I'm very weary about this topic, because we see how the impacts of social media are affecting kids today. But we've seen situations where people take this celebrity obsession and do crazy things to said.
Did they do the same thing with Usher? Yeah, recently. Yeah.
Celebrities. Hell, we had a whole president shot over an obsession with celebrities in the past, but there was a Barb who actually tried to sue Nicki Minaj for $5 million for emotional damage, when that, in fact, Barb was actually harassing Nicki Minaj himself.
Nicki's social media manager took to Twitter to speak up about this and claimed that he allegedly has a history of stalking the rapper, following her at all of her shows, and even going as far as to book hotel rooms in the same hotels that she stays at.
Look, I can't save the past.
Yeah, bro. I know it is that y'all try to get on me about me liking Megan Thee Stallion, but I'm never doing no shit like this, bro. I'm never doing no stuff like that. I'm never doing no stuff like that. I'd be put in that same predicament of like somebody stalking you or following you or just like trying to figure out like where your whereabouts and stuff like that. That's very dangerous. That is extremely dangerous.
Generations, because I think what a lot of celebrities have shown in these recent years is that they don't honestly align with your views. They don't honestly care about your opinions or your feelings, and honestly they see you as just nothing but a debit card to swipe so they can continue to live their lavish lifestyles or somebody to prey on. So I don't understand why people are still looking into Nicki Minaj, Kanye West, R. Kelly, or any of these other celebrities as some people to be obsessed with. But specifically to the younger demographics, I would love to say, hey, do not fall into these traps of the old, because all this stuff is totally weird. And parents, please watch what your kids consume or the young people in your life consume. I'm not gonna 100% put this type of lifestyle on these people, especially in today's day and age. Celebrities do a really good job of creating parasocial relationship when it comes to the content creator and the people consuming the content themselves. So then it becomes hard to separate what is not and is real life for a lot of these young people. And that's where you see a lot of people spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on subs during somebody's subathon last week.
Whoa, who's gifting? Wait, shut the fuck up. Tacky too flashy, get the 250,000? Wait, am I bugging? Yo, where's the alerts, gang? Why is nobody 250,000? What the fuck? Yo.
Oh. Kai Cenat gets gifted 250,000 from a kid using their mom's credit card. Oh my God. Hello from France. Hi, how are you? Oh my God. That's scary. That's scary. 250,000. That is considered a house. That is considered a house. To spend that much money. Oh. First and foremost, God bless your mama, because your mama got the phenomenal credit. Phenomenal credit. She must got like an American Express. She must got a black card, bro. Because with American Expresses, you don't have a limit, but you do gotta pay that. You gotta pay that full balance out. You gotta pay that full balance out. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Everybody who is dropping this much, yo, I appreciate y'all niggas. You guys are fucking amazing. I fucking love y'all niggas. Tacky too flashy. Give your mother back the fucking card. Give your mother back the fucking card.
And even though I was a little kid, everybody laughed it off and thought it was a quirky internet moment. But the whole time I'm thinking to myself, where the hell is this kid's mom? They should not be so engaged with Kai Cenat where this person can send that type of money to somebody. And definitely, if you're in a relationship and you ask your partner what hall pass they would ever have, and the first words out of their mouth is a celebrity, that is a clear sign to run.
One thing it is that I can say with my parents, my dad ain't play that. My dad did not play that. My mom or my dad did not play that. They was not giving me no credit card. They'll give me a little, like, you know what I'm saying, a little cash here and there if that was going to go out like with my friends and stuff. But a credit card? Yeah, nah, GG's. That's not happening. But, oh, Meezy, thank you so much for the video. Shout outs to you. Thank you. You know, shout outs to y'all in the chat. Right. You know how it is. My parents would literally be like, have you lost your mind? If I was to do something like that, never. Shout outs to y'all in the chat. Shout outs to you at home. And I will catch y'all in the next video.